prayers for UCLA. All you can do is pray for them. They got tossed into the wood chipper yesterday. Indiana, 56. UCLA, 6. It says here Indiana had touchdowns on 7 of their first 9 drives. Somehow it felt worse than that. I watched dog fights all over the place yesterday, and Indiana just body bags people. And yet Kurt Cignetti still looks aggravated. It's like, this game's taking too long. Man, what does that smell? It's cold out here. Coach, it is now 56-6. Okay, whatever. Okay, fine. Great, grand, wonderful. No yelling on the bus. That's Kurt Cignetti. I mean, well on his way to the Big Ten championship game, well on his way to the playoffs again, and just could not look more off-put by the whole ordeal. I have here UCLA's drive chart. Are you interested? No, you shouldn't be, but you're going to sit through it anyway. Interception, 3 and out. Turnover on downs, 3 and out. Fumble, punt, field goal. We head to the locker room for some fabled halftime adjustments. We come back out. Punt, field goal, interception, turnover on downs. That is the end of the game. That's all we got. And since UCLA lost this game, congrats to Tim Skipper. He got put on all the graphics, as opposed to when they win, they put Jerry Neuheisel on the graphics. We move on. Auburn won this game. I'm not Trey Biddy. I know he said, "Are you kidding me?" a million times in the walk and talk. Auburn 33, Arkansas 24. We bet Arkansas. Now, we won. The Ramen Noodle Express won money yesterday, but it was no thanks to Arkansas. I think Bobby Petrino coached his way out of this job, by the way. I thought Petrino was going to get this job. Now, I don't think he will, because that's how quickly this stuff can turn. Arkansas's last 4 drives, as they once upon a time had a 21-10 lead, interception, fumble, interception, interception. That is a dereliction of duty in the sport of football. Auburn had 5 field goals and a pick 6 in the second half. It's like they didn't go grab the game and take it. It was Arkansas having to hand it to them 3 or 4 times, and then they finally said, okay. That was the game. Oh, and the weather was terrible. So it was everything you could have wanted on a Saturday afternoon. I don't think anything's changed with Hugh Freeze there. I mean, if anyone was watching this thinking, well, if he loses, he's fired, but if he wins, job's saved. From what I hear, I don't think anything changed. My guess is there will still be a change at Auburn. That's my guess. Here's why I say guess. Number one, because I don't know. I'm not involved in the decision. This stuff can change by the hour. Number two, you see right there, that says Alabama. They play Alabama in Jordan-Hare Stadium, and it doesn't matter if a high school team takes the field in Jordan-Hare Stadium. If they're wearing that AU helmet against Alabama, they could beat them. And if they beat Alabama at the end of the year, you can imagine how that might buy Hugh Freeze another year. I wouldn't put anything past anything in that rivalry. So that's where it stands right now. Iowa State lost to BYU yesterday, 41-27. Second week in a row, you got to give a ton of credit to Brigham Young. I thought it was a terrible spot for him. Iowa State was rested at home. Brigham Young coming off an emotional, close win against a rival the week before, and they got to travel maybe one of their longest road trips they could take. I guess West Virginia is further away. And they found a way to win the game. And they trailed early and found a way to win the game. Iowa State had nearly 500 yards and only 27 points. And I'm going to tell you how that happened. 2 turnovers, 2 more turnovers on downs. And the thing about it is, if you told me some team was going to have 4 total turnovers, I would have guessed it wasn't the rested home team. I would have guessed it was the road-weary, emotional letdown spot team coming in to Jack Trice Stadium. It wasn't. And now, guess what Brigham Young gets to do? They get to rest, and then they get to go to Lubbock, Texas next weekend, weekend after next. Huge weekend coming up, because Texas Tech is still favored to win this conference. The next closest favorite is Brigham Young, and they play each other in a couple of weeks. Game on in the Big 12. Hey, wait just a second. I appreciate you guys watching. Most of you are subscribed. If you're not, please do so. It's free. It helps us keep the show free, and that's how we do college football year-round. All right, back to the video. Georgia Tech took care of Syracuse 41-16. Haynes King, American hero, Haynes King, 25 of 31, 304 yards, had another 91 on the ground, 5 total touchdowns. That guy would be squarely in the mix for the Heisman if it were up to me. And instead, he is 2, 4, 6. He's 8th, I think, or tied for 7th, whatever that is, in the odds. Here's what I do know. You want to talk about money for a second? In the preseason, we did some over-under win totals. You remember what our favorite one was? Georgia Tech over 7.5. Well, friends, it is not November. It is not even Halloween yet, although they won't play another game before Halloween. But still, it sounds better. Pre-Halloween win total already hitting here. That feels good. They're now favored to win the ACC. Are you listening, everyone? Georgia Tech is the favorite to win the ACC. Now, I will tell you, part of that is because Miami is not mad. Like, Miami's not mad at Matt. I'm trying to say something, and I couldn't say it the first time. So I tried to re-rack the balls, and then I tried to say it again, and it didn't work the second time. I'm going to try it a third time. Miami is not mathematically guaranteed to make the ACC championship game. And the schedule over there is so weird because I don't know how this happens. Like in the SEC, they play 8 conference games, and I feel like everyone plays everyone. The ACC plays the same amount, and I feel like no one plays anyone. And anyway, Georgia Tech, long story short, favorite to win the league right now. However, if they play Miami, Miami will be favored, if that makes any sense. Memphis, what a day in Memphis yesterday. Massive day for G5 Josh. Of course, you got to understand how big this was for me. Memphis trailed most of the day. They trailed by 17. Well, actually, they trailed 31-17. Yeah, I did the math right. They scored the final 17. And the G5 odds right now, fascinating. Fascinating landscape. Look at this. So Tulane, and now if we're looking at the odds to make the playoff, you know, the G5 gets a team in, or at least one guaranteed team in. Right now, according to FanDuel, Tulane is the favorite to grab that spot. USF is second. North Texas is third. Memphis is fourth, and Navy is fifth. Tulane plays Memphis next week. I think it's a Friday night game, too. So Navy and North Texas play this weekend in Denton. So there's a lot going on, man. Like this James Madison sneaking around too, the school, not the guy. It would be a big story if it were the latter. So yeah, G5 Josh, got my hands full right now. Got my hands full.